Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing a relatively new palette from Urban Decay. I know it's been out for a while, and although I was really excited when Urban Decay announced that they were releasing this palette, I felt like I didn't absolutely need it. So I decided to wait until the Sephora VIB Rouge sale to pick this palette up, and of course I am talking about the new Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics All Matte All Naked Eyeshadow Palette. So if you're interested in hearing my thoughts and review on this palette, then please just keep on watching. So as always, let's start off with the packaging. This is what the box looks like when you get the palette. It's a beautiful kind of like rose gold packaging, and this is what the actual palette looks like. It is an absolutely stunning eyeshadow palette. They did an amazing job at the packaging. It's again the rose gold metallic finish. It's great for traveling. It's really nice and thin and compacted and just really travel friendly. So I love the packaging to this. Like all the palettes from Urban Decay, you do get a nice double-ended brush, but this is what the actual palette looks like. Just at a quick glance at this palette, it's a really beautiful palette. You get a lot of nice neutral colors, but you do get pops of purples, a little bit of like a slate blue, and this beautiful rusty like reddish orange color right here. That's like my favorite eyeshadow color ever, so I'm really glad that they included this in here. So this is what all the eyeshadows look like. I'm gonna jump into the swatches portion of this video, and then I'll come back and finish up with this review. So those were all the swatches to the eyeshadows from this Naked palette by Urban Decay. So you can find this palette anywhere that Urban Decay is sold. I got mine from Sephora, and it retails for $54 on Sephora's website. And again, you do get 12 eyeshadows. Their standard sizes for Urban Decay, they're 0.04 ounces. Let's see, it's a naked eyeshadow palette with 12 exclusive must-have neutral matte shades. So I actually didn't know that all the shades in here are exclusive to this palette only, which turned out to be pretty cool because they're all new shades that are in from previous Naked palettes or from the Urban Decay Permanent collection. So it's nice to have a full palette with brand new eyeshadows. This palette offers a true range of neutral mattes from cool to warm, all with a little edge. Create contoured all matte looks or pair these neutrals with your favorite bold hues. So that's another great thing about this palette. You can use it to create an all matte eyeshadow look, which is exactly what I did for my eyeshadows today. Everything that I have on my eyes is from this palette alone. So you can use it to create an all matte smoky eye look, or you can use it in conjunction with another eyeshadow palette to create even more looks if you want a little bit of shimmer or more textures to your eyeshadow look. So this is very versatile, and it's great for creating an all matte look or using it with other eyeshadow palettes. So do I think this palette is worth the money? I'm gonna have to say no, which is quite shocking even to me because I absolutely love every single Urban Decay products that I have laid my hands on, but this palette just didn't do anything for me. It's a beautiful palette, but I feel like it wasn't Urban Decay standard. The mattes were really chalky. I mean, they were pigmented, but they felt really chalky and stiff, and they just didn't blend as easily as other Urban Decay matte shadows did. Even the matte shadows in my Urban Decay Naked 1 palette, the very first Naked palette they ever released, my palette's like 2 or 3 years old, and the matte shades still blends really beautifully, and they're still really pigmented. These are just not as soft, not as buttery, they're not blendable. I don't know, and even the pigmentation for some of these shadows were just so to me. They're not Urban Decay standard. The purple that I used, which is Instinct, this mauvey purple right here, was really hard to layer on my lids for the color to show up. I don't know if I have to use it wet, but that's kind of annoying if I just want a really quick matte eyeshadow look. I don't want to have to spray my brush down to use this matte palette. I wanted to just do what it's supposed to do, which is to provide pigmentation onto my lids. So I was kind of disappointed in some of these shades. They're not as pigmented as they swatch on my fingers. I also used the color Lethal, which is this beautiful dark plum right here, and this was a biatch to blend out in my outer crease. It was really patchy. I don't know, it's really hard to explain, and I don't want to bash this palette too much, but for $54 and for Urban Decay I expected more, so I really wouldn't recommend this palette to you. If you have matte shadows that you love, or if you have the Tarte All Matte palette, I would pick that one over this one. This one has more beautiful colors, but the Tarte one, just the pigmentation and the blendability of those eyeshadows from the Tarte palette just totally kicks ass compared to this one. This one again has beautiful shadows. That rusty red right there is amazing, but I just don't think it's worth $54. And if you're a makeup collector and you have colors like this already in your collection, I don't think that you absolutely need to have these. These aren't anything special. This first row right here kind of just looks the same on your lid anyways, so it's not like they give you shades that are really unique and really special or that you can't find in other eyeshadow palettes. They're just neutral matte shadows. So for $54, I just don't think it's worth it. And I hope I'm not offending anyone who does like this palette. It just doesn't work for me, and I expected more from an Urban Decay eyeshadow palette. So that is it for this review, guys. I know it was pretty quick, but I just didn't want to spend too much time talking about a palette that I wasn't absolutely in love with. If you have any questions about this palette, or if you have a suggestion on another eyeshadow palette that you want me to review, please leave them down in the comment section below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for another video. Bye guys. I feel like with this foundation, my oils tends to break out a little bit quicker than my typical NARS foundation, which is the NARS Sheer Glow foundation.